Hello, chat. Can you hear me? Okay, good. That's working. All right. I see there's somebody in here. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to start heading around and trying to find some research and doing some raids. I found a raid to go to. Well, I hope my lurkers here are having a good time. Hope you had a good day. It's a little after 7 p.m. my time, and I'm going to be headed out. I got a raid coming up in a few minutes. Let's see if Nightbot is joining the chat. Seems like Nightbot's still taking a nap. Hope everybody's having a good day. I did a couple trades today and I got lucky on a couple of them, so happy about that. I'm trying to get more of these guys. I want those XLs. Hey. Can you tell me, Dark, if Nightbot's working? Exclamation point rules. If you don't mind. Well, there's raid rules, and I think I did rules. Yeah, it seems like it's napping. I don't know if you mind logging into Nightbot. Make sure you log in with the YouTube account, please. And just check in on there. Sometimes you have to re-authenticate it. Thank you. If you could also delete those, here, I got it. Just delete the stuff. Until then, I want to actually I want to pin the raid rules. No. I got something coming up right here. I'm going to be going after this guy. Make sure it's a managing mod. Sometimes that messes it up. So go onto YouTube settings. So go into the YouTube studio, and then go into the settings, and it's going to pop up a screen. And then on the left-hand side, I think it's under permissions. Nope, it's under YouTube. Sorry. No, I don't know if you heard me going into YouTube. I assume you're going in there. It is a managing mod. I don't know. Do you mind looking at the troubleshooting section in Nightbot? I know it sometimes takes a moment for it to start up. Let's try catch. Oh, there's somebody in here. Interesting. Let me spam out some invites. I have a feeling that this is not public also. There's no way nobody has shown up this whole time. I guess it is public. Interesting. Very interesting. I didn't think it was. Hang on, I'm coming back into the chat. I had to kill it to get to check if it was public or not. Hey, Mateo. Hey, Puck. Hey, Wolf. Hey, Heal Spirit. For some reason, Nightbot is not cooperating right now. How am I? I'm okay. How are you doing? Had a good lucky trade. Hey, Dark, can you? Yeah, see, it should be posting stuff. I'm thinking maybe try removing the permissions from YouTube and then make sure you save them and then put them back in. Yeah, I hear you. Duck, Puck. Okay, so now it's working. So can you or somebody do exclamation point raid rules? I want to post those. I want to pin those. Still haven't gotten a shiny one of these. Okay, pin message. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hill Spirit. I got it. It's pinned up there already. Thank you so much. That way, hopefully, people will see it a little bit. I'll try this tonight. Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't. How do I get rid of the message? I want to dismiss it. Hopefully it goes away. There we go. Got it away. Yo, Wolf. I did a couple of trades today, and I got a decent version of this. This is one from last year. Not bad, not bad. I should put this in my lucky shiny decks. Do I need to keep you? Nope, you're gonna go. You're gonna go. How am I doing on XLs? Yeah, that's good enough for now. Mateo. Okay, hang on a moment. 1.5 hours past midnight. Yep. You know, you're a little bit ahead of me. What's your worst Pokemon? Ooh, that's a question. What's your worst Pokemon? I'm trying to think what I would qualify as worse. What would qualify as worse? Would it be the lowest CP? Because I got, but I also like my 1 CP Pokemon. Would it be the worst kind of Pokemon? What's some Pokemon that I don't really like? That's a good question. Buckduck, yep. The way Americans pronounce your name was definitely different to the beginning of it, but I do remember that most people call you Puck. What is your worst Pokemon? Is it a Pokemon you don't like? Probably. What is something I don't like? I mean, this is a level 1. Is that 2? By the way, Dark, I don't know if you saw, but I put the dono link in the chat in the description of in our description of the channel, so in case people want to do it. Mega Tie 2. I don't know why I said oh. This is good for one of the leagues. That's why I kept that one. What's a Pokemon I don't like? It used to be Sudowoodo before the costume. I was not a fan of Sudowoodo at all, but now I don't mind so much. And I got to think of a Pokemon that I don't like the shadows. Yes, exclamation point Discord, Puck. So I guess let's post this for other people. What would be your worst Pokemon? Would you call it the Pokemon you like the least? Would you call it a Pokemon that's with bad stats? Would you call it like, here let's try one thing. Like I would say a legendary that's a useless legendary that has bad stats. So what is one that is bad stats that's not useful? See, even like this guy here, this is Ultra League, rank 363, so it's not bad. So what would you be calling your worst Pokemon? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know what? Let me see what 0-star ones I have. Because I look at it as the potential. See, there's some Pokemon that, like Legendary is always a good Pokemon. And so what's the potential of it? And so if it's got really bad stats, it's pointless. So what would be everyone else's worst Pokemon here? See, like, I don't have very many 0 stars. I guess this is like, Azelf is kind of useless. It's a 0-star. It's not a rank 1. I mean, it's not a level 1. Like, it's kind of pointless. This guy here, he's XXL, so I always like that. Moltres here is, is still decent. Then it's a Moltres. Moltres is pretty good. Shed Ninja in my bag, chilling, being absolutely pointless. Yeah, Shed Ninja's a good one. That's kind of pointless. Let's see my Shed Ninjas. I mean, all of this whole line is kind of pointless. I do have some XXLs for Nakata. But Shed Ninja I kind of like. I mean, it's a good looking. It's not a bad looking Pokemon. I would say good looking, but it's not a bad looking Pokemon. Let me put some game sounds on, guys. I forgot to do that, and let me get this out of this mode here. Let's put a little bit of game sounds on. Shiny Love Disc. I mean, it looks like a body fluid, so I understand that. Shiny. And this keyboard is driving me crazy. It doesn't stay in the same one. So, I mean, but the shiny's not terrible. Dumb looking. So somebody asked, what's your worst Pokemon? And that's a really good question. Thanks for joining, Puck. Appreciate it. There's a channel in there if you want to get some more friends. Go ahead and find the channel. It's called Friends with Benefits. And if you want to post something in there. So this is kind of a pointless. It is kind of a pointless Pokemon. Like, what would be the lowest rated Pokemon and actually use for it? Discord isn't working for me. Is the Discord link's not working? Is that what you're saying, Puck? Let's see. What's some other kind of pointless Pokemon? I mean, there's a lot of mythicals that are, why are they mythical? So that's one of those. I mean, Mudbray, while it's cool, it's rare, it's still a pointless Pokemon. There's no value to it. So it looks cool. So I guess it doesn't quite qualify as that. Yeah, Hill Spirit, if you go to the channel description, or if you go to the description of this video, the links will work in there. So the channel description, there's a link in there to the Discord. Also, you can also just go to bit.ly/PogoTips Discord. That'll work. Trying to think of a pointless Pokemon. There's Pokemon that can Mega. So those, even an unevolved one, still pretty cool. Hey, Kristen, thanks for joining in. Yeah, Male Combi is another one. And like, what is it, a Male Salandit also is another one that's kind of pointless. Salandit. Because it can't evolve. So Male Combi, Male Salandit. So the males, us men, were kind of pointless. So I had a good question, Christian. What's the worst Pokemon that you have? See, even still though, this is a hundo. So I got 2 hundos of it. The only 2 I've kept. So I guess this is kind of proof of that. Yeah, Bruxus. I know you love Bruxus. That's your favorite. Man, a lemon crouton. What's another one? So I said Smell Salandit also is another one that's pointless. My first hundo was a Surskit. That's got to be the worst. I mean, I hate to do this to Pocket John, but his first shundo was a Shalundo technically, and it was a Solosis. I mean, it had a Comday, but what's the point of a Solosis? So, lemon crouton, lemon curtain. It says it expired. All right. Let me try something here. I'm safe to do this. I'm just making sure I was safe to do this. So let's do this. Let's go to bit.ly, oops, / Pogo Tips. Discord. Continue. Yep, see it goes to the Discord. So that's not the issue. So you can try that if you want to just try that in your browser, what I just tried. So that is working. Your mail. Maybe the link in the bio is bad, but if you go to that one that I just showed you, so if you do bit.ly/PogoTipsDiscord, that'll do it. My first shundo was a female Heracross. It's a Mega Maxed. I mean, it's still useful. The channel description leads to the Bitly. Strange. It's definitely working. All right, let's go find something else to go do. So if people want to join into any raids, feel free to pop in, say hello. Read the rules that are posted there. Dark, can you look at the channel description? Somebody's saying that the Discord link isn't working in there. I just tested the Bitly link that I think is in the channel description. Check the channel description and check the video description. One of the two of them may have the wrong link in there, if you don't mind. Hang on one second. I want to get over to this raid before it goes away. So where'd it go? Nope, not that one. I don't want that raid. Launcher can go fly a kite. That's not who I want. Get out of here. All right, let's go here. Where is this? Ramsey trolley stop. I gotta go around this way. It's down. It's left here, I think. Let's make sure. Yep, that's where it is. That's where it was. All right. So if there's anybody here who wants to get in on this raid, if you're not on my friends list, come in the channel and say hello. There's rules that are posted about what to do. Yeah, it has a middle sight, but it does stop it sometimes. It doesn't do that to everybody. Yep, you can snipe, Kristen. So try doing that Discord link again, and then snipe in, and then you'll get to it. But somebody said that it said the link was expired, which would be pointing to a bad Discord link. Is that where I'm going? Yes, that is. All right. My live ended. No, my live's still going. The live's still going. Somebody just posted in the Discord that my live ended, but it's still going. Hey, Pickles, Slick Pickles, are you still on my friends list? I think you're on my friends list. But come in the chat, say hello. I want to know what your in-game name is, and that you have remote raid passes, and then we'll post my trainer code, and then people can join in. All right, so I assume, Pickle, you wanted to come in. Your in-game name, Pickle? What's that? Let's see. Yep, I got you. You're recent. And look at that, right at the top. So anybody wants to snipe in, feel free to. And when I say snipe, what that means is that if you're 2 hearts or more with somebody, you can look at them and join their raids that way. Crouton just sniped in this way. Thank you. We'll get our interaction also. That's good. We actually expanded the. Thank you for the shiny luck. So I recently today expanded the catches, so you can catch every form that's out there. So there's Galarian, Hisuian. There are Gigantamax you can catch. There was actually a suggestion yesterday. I didn't add Dynamax in yet, but that's a possible thing I'm going to do. You can. In the past, it's had large and small ones and stuff like that. Slick Pickle, please join up, Pickle. I'm waiting, Kristen. I'm waiting for Pickle to join in. Anybody else wants to join in? Please do it now. This is a boat anchor. Is this what you want, Pickle, or do you want something else? Javi jumps into everything. Yep. Oh, Kristen caught a Gigantamax Inteleon. You're the first one I saw. So, all right, you probably gonna run out of time, Pickle, unless you joined in already. So, but I'm gonna be doing more. I've got about another 2 hours left of raids. So, I'll get you on the next one. So that's pretty cool. It's the first time I saw somebody catch a Gigantamax. Kristen got the first Gigantamax that I've seen earlier. So that was a suggestion last night. There was a girl who was in the hospital. Her name in the channel was Cookie. I think it was a girl. I'm assuming that. It's probably not a good assumption. And I said, anybody have any suggestions of ways I can do more to the catch command? And so I added in. I added in about 110 more Pokemon to the list. So it grabs a random Pokemon, and then it's a 50% chance of it being shiny. You have a 60% chance of catching it, and then and you can get a XXL or XXS. So it'll say teeny or huge. You didn't catch a Lombre. What's wrong with you? It's weather boosted. All right. Anyone get the shiny? Kristen, did you get a shiny yet? Have you gotten a shiny yet? I've yet to get the shiny of this. And Wolf, you asked a question earlier. When did I get the shiny? When did I hatch the shiny? That's my buddy. I didn't hatch it. I did a trade yesterday on stream and got a Shundo. What's up, Raj? Thanks for jumping in. So Raj, I expanded the catch command a little today. I added in about another 100 or so Pokemon, so you can catch Alolan, Hisuian, Paldean. You can catch Gigantamax now. So yep, I got this in a trade yesterday. There's a guy in my area. His name's Flipside. He's got almost 900,000 catches. And I showed you this yesterday, Raj. This is my trade with Flipside. I was telling you about this last night. So yeah, no, this is. I'm looking for this name I like. This was suggested by BG, so I'm looking for another one. I appreciate if everyone could double tap. Yep, yeah. So this week was that one, and then I also got the other Shundo this week. Check this. So this was the other one right here. I got 2 Shundos this week. So yeah, Little Tyke is what I like so far. And again, if anyone has better names for any of my Shundos, I'm open to them. Salty Lure named these 2. So I like cute names, even if any of these, all of my Shundos, I want to have good names for those. So if anyone has any suggestions for that. So yeah, it was a blue one. Yep, that's right. No, don't evolve it. I don't want to do that. I like keeping it this size. I already have a hundo that I've fully maxed out and everything like that. All right, anything visible here? Nope, hang on a second. Name the Flabebe. All right. What are you naming the Flabebe? Kristen, Raj and I have stolen all of your luck. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to look for another raid I'm doing on my other phone here. Where are we at? There's that. Where's another raid? Nothing there, nothing there. Eggs popping up. Maybe I could look for it. No, eggs are on there. Why are not eggs popping up? It's like I'm kind of between stuff. Hang on a second. Maybe there's a... I know some people want to do the better raids here. Nope, all of that's there. I don't want to see Corfish. All right. I got a Dunzo. Did I? No, that's research. Hang on a second, chat. I'll be right there. I just want to start driving to another raid. I don't even have eggs coming up. I got 1 egg in 50 minutes. Man, this is a long time. That's another egg, 40 minutes. I have 7 minutes left on a Cresselia. 8 minutes left. This is like between raids at this moment. All right. I'm going to just come back to chat, do a little spinning and driving and chatting with chat. All right. 4% shiny luck. Man, oh man, oh man. Sammy? Sammy is a good name. I'm not in love with it. I like a little more creative names, but yeah. Yeah, Raj, so every Pokemon is now in there, plus all of, as far as I know, we got every Pokemon in there, plus all of the regionals, meaning like Hisuian and stuff like that, are in there. And then I added in all of the Gigantamax ones are in there. Failed to catch a Gigantamax. Where's the rest of that command? It's interesting. It says just Gigantamax. Where's the rest of that command? I have to take a look at that. See, Gigantamax Toucher should he worked. I don't know what happened there. Tangela Chow Mein. Yeah, I like that. I like Chow Mein. I don't have a Shundo. I would like a Shundo of that. You sniped me. Oh, I guess I sent out the invite there. You sent me some earlier today. I appreciate it. Still no shiny, though, on it. You got a Gigantamax Venusaur. Nice. This channel is going to be the one more try. Everyone likes this new catch command. Yeah, so they can be shiny. So it's a 50% chance of a shiny, 60% chance of catching, and a 10% if it's teeny or large. And it's still one of the, so I listed out the Gigantamax. It's just one of the list of Pokemon. There's like 1,100 different Pokemon. So it grabs one Pokemon of that from that whole list. No shiny, and I still get 6 other shiny. Say, what is your best shiny you got today, Flair? Crimson. Do you like to be called Crimson or do you like to be called Flair? Do you care? We should add shiny Vicini, shiny or Hoopa, and any of the other catches. So every Pokemon is in there, and every Pokemon can be shiny. So I don't know if that's what you mean. You know what? Let me do this. Let's make this interesting. I'm going to start this up, let it rip for a while. Turn on Roar of Time. We'll do 2 hours of ROT. Unfortunately, the chat is not set up correctly for me. I had to restart the chat phone and it didn't come over. Yes, I know there's Pokemon that, well, there are, I think Dark said that every Pokemon except for Arceus can be shiny. Dark, I don't know if you can verify that, but let me know if that's the case. Unfortunately, it's really hard for me not to eliminate a certain ones there. That Stream Buddy app. Oh, it does charge for YouTube chat. I didn't look at that. I just saw that it was in there. I was looking for one that I could stream to both things at the same time. I don't want to go too far down here because this area does get bad, so I'm not going to go down there. This was the other day. Type Null is actual Pokemon. A lot of people don't know that. Most people do, but there are some that don't. Let me see something here. If I can make it so I can see more of the chat. I got to stop for 1 second, folks. I'm going to turn off the chat entirely for a moment because fortunately, I'm only seeing a teeny bit of the chat. So I'm going to see if I can see it differently. Different way. Nope, nope, nope. I can't see it this way. Yep, I don't think I'd be able to do that. Let's see if I can figure out a better way to do it. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat for a moment here. I was hoping to be able to get a better view for the chat, but I'm not able to do that, it looks like. Let's do this way. All right, okay, I'm back. Whenever I get a shiny Magikarp, I'm going to name it Flippity Flop. Yeah, I got a few of those. Raj can't catch a Pokemon for his life. You caught Swirlix? Yes, if it's got little shiny symbols around it, you got it. That's a shiny one. So Rod suggested to name it. What was the suggestion, Raj? Again, to name one of my Shundos. You caught a shiny Tinkatink. Hey, Scipio, thanks for popping in. Just going around doing some catching. I'm waiting for some raids to respawn, and then I'm going to start up some raids. There's not many in the area. I'm going to check again in a moment. Scipio, I know personally. He and I just went lucky a couple days ago, and we figured out our lucky trade, I think, yesterday, if I remember correctly. All right. Don't care about any of this research. I'm now going to see if I can find some raids to get to, because I would rather be doing raids, because I only got about an hour left of raids. Let's go 47 minutes to there. That's a Dondozo. Yeah, let's go to this Dondozo. There's stuff down in that area, and I know the coverage is pretty good. All right, GPS, take me there. You have shiny Magikarps? Yes, I do. Let me show you them while I'm driving to this raid here. And I guarantee I'm going to miss a G-Bird. I guarantee that. Watch that one be shiny. Nope. All right. Hit me up when you want to go through that. Can't stick around because I got work to go before bed. All right. Thank you very much. Are you going to your lessons still most days? I can definitely go and I can definitely do that. Go Plus is going to reach it before. I don't have the Go Plus catching right now, so I've just got it spinning. So, you know what? Not a bad idea. My bag will fill up instantly, though. I'm still with very little space. pure lighter. I will do this as I'm driving. You got as shiny as elf. Actually, it's really funny that that happened right there. About a 2-minute drive from there, I caught a shiny as elf about 6 months ago in the wild. I have that almost all the time. I have that on my board, on my alerts. Yep, you're still doing the lessons. Nice. You pretty got an important site check. All right. I think it was like my second one, and the funny part was, I think it was my first or second. It was my second or third shiny as elf, because to get to level 50 back when that was the end of the ultimate part of the game, I caught a shiny as elf for my 50th catch, for my level 50 catch, and then about 2 weeks after I caught the shiny as elf, where I was in the wild, somebody wanted a trade. So that was a good thing. Right, and Scipio, I saw you sniped in there. I brought my Mega with me. I don't think I have that Mega right now. Hey, Dark, could you do me a favor, please, if you're still here? Dark, could you make the timeout, I don't know whatever the timeout is for the catch command, the cooldown is, but could you slow it down a little? It's hard to read the phone at the same time because I'm not staring at the phone all the time. So if you could, Dark, if you could make it a little bit longer, that'd be good. Can't wait to read these fusions. Finally have enough coins. What's your goal, Flair? Hey, Lionel. Thanks for coming in. I'm just telling you guys I'm driving right now. I got about a 4-minute drive and a little bit hard to read the chat at the same time I'm driving faster. 2042, is it good? If you go to exclamation point hundo, we can see how good it is. Hey Lionel, I appreciate if you could please read the pinned note. Do me a favor, please, Lionel. I'm happy to add you, but you need to read the pinned note and learn the rules, and then that explains the rules to do that. Yeah, if you can also read anybody whose words are in blue, Lionel, please read their words, because their words they're helping me out. They're my mods. So, so the boat anchor is 2107. So nope, not that good. Nice thing about having the pressure off is I don't need to worry about excellent throws anymore. You're trying to get enough, hang on a second, you're trying to get enough energy for both, but I want to turn my Hundo background carom into a white carom. I'm going to make you a little bit jealous. I am sorry, but I'm going to do this because it's only fitting that I can do that. Let's see, one of my Shundos, so this was bottle capped, but look at this one. Look at the background on this one. So it's bottle capped and everything like that. Why do I call it a boat anchor? Well, if you look at the way Delmise is designed, it looks like a boat anchor. That's part of its design, and it actually uses that there. So this is one of my Shundos. Well, I bottle capped it, as you can see. It was a silver bottle cap. My first Carom Hundo. Very good like that. Yep. I mean, as you know, I don't know if you've ever watched any of the videos on our channel, but we know this is a game. We're not all serious about it. We're here to have fun. So I like to come up with creative names to it and stuff like that. So boat anchor is my version of it. Hang on a second, folks. I gotta pay attention to driving for a moment. I'm gonna miss some chat If I miss anybody's chat, if you don't mind just repeating it in a moment, I'll tell you guys when I'm stopping and I get some more time. So I apologize. Let me see if I can see if he's shiny. Come here, come here. Still, I'll catch you either which way. So I've got some raids coming up right over here. Not that raid. So I got a Dondozo, I've got Genesec and things like that I'll be able to do over here. So I'm going to pull over in just a moment and let people catch up with the chat. And that way I can figure out who wants to do what raid. So don't put your names in the chat yet, but in a moment I'm going to ask people to put their names in the chat. Let me know which raids they want to do. So, okay, just want to make sure, yep, I got a great signal here. All right. Lionel, please read the rules. The rules have been posted. If there's the pinned rules, if you read the rules, it explains to you what needs to be done. Thank you, Dark, for slowing it down a little bit. I appreciate that. How do you get a bottle cap and what does it do? All right, so that's a great question. Let me get to that question in a second. I won't forget about that. Christian posted, bottle cap is an item that allows you to hyper train your Pokemon to increase their IVs. I got a Ray who took my money and became a Shundo. Yes. So how do you get a bottle cap? Right now there's been 2 times that bottle caps have been out. The first bottle cap came out a year ago. It was during, I thought it was during Go Tour, if I remember correctly, last year. And then the second one came out in Go Wild. And those are the 2 bottle caps that came out. I bottle capped 2 Pokemon, Shundo. So I bottle capped my Enigma, and if you look at the way the line right there is, the little barbell, that's when I bottle capped. And then I also bottle capped my Shiny Shaman. And that had to get all 3 of those stats there. Yep, it was a deluxe pass, and I think it was a deluxe. So actually, by the way, they made it out. They've data mined that we're going to be getting a lucky trinket during Kalos Tour Global. That's going to be in the deluxe pass. So you do need to pay for your bottle cap. Wolfie approves of my choices. Appreciate it. You do need to pay for it. All right, so anybody here wants to do, let's do a Dondozo first, since that's the one that's going to be expiring first. We've got an invisible raid over there. Is this just an egg? It's just an egg. Guess how many shinies I have? By the way, you start October 31st, 2025. So you've been 4 months now, yes, I do tons of trades. I don't know if you were in the stream earlier, but this week alone, I got 2 Shundos from trades. So this is one I got yesterday, and then 2 days before that, I got this one. So you can tell they're traded because they are lucky. You can only get a lucky Pokemon from trading them. So I'm going to guess, if you're saying you got crazy shiny luck, I'm going to guess you passed 100, around 100 of them. So tell me how close I am. So if anybody wants to do a Dondozo raid or they want to do a Genesec raid, and let's see what kind of Genesec this is. I got to wait to look at it, turn it around. I will be doing all the raids here. So this is a normal drive, is that right? Somebody correct me if this isn't. No, it's not the normal drive. It's the chill drive, I think it is. You have 75. Wow, that's very good. And you haven't even done 3 months. So you just started the end of October, so it'll be November, December. So 2 months, you've got 75. Man, that is insane luck. I've had the best luck I've had in one day, besides when there's a special event. I'd gotten 10 in one day. And you must have had some crazy days like that. So, yes. So if anybody in the chat wants to jump in any of these raids, feel free to chime in. What we need to do, if you're not on my friends list, I need you to put in your in-game name into the chat, and that you have a remote raid pass. There's pinned rules will say that. Your shiny was 50. Your best day was 15. No boost. Wow, that's crazy. So I'm going to go do the Dondozo raid right now. I just got to drive around and get over to it. I'm going the wrong way, I know, but this is a one-way road. So if anybody here wants to do Dondozo or they want to do Genesec, let me know. I want to see you put your in-game name in the chat, and letting me know if you have remote raid passes. If you're not already on my friends list, if you're already on my friends list, just put your in-game name and which one you want to do. Happy to add people up. By the way, we play 100% legit here. I am driving around. I live about, this area is about 35, 40 minutes outside of New York City. So I'm in New York City time. It's 8 o'clock. I get raids until a little after 9 o'clock, so I don't have a ton of them. So there. Hey, Philip, thanks for popping in. So please read the pinned rules if anybody wants to join up my raids. The pinned rules explain how to do that. And I'll be happy to add people up as long as they can follow the rules. The rules make it much easier because there's a lot of people sometimes in the chat. It's hard for me to follow. Unfortunately, I'm not looking at the chat this second. Give me a moment. I want to start this raid up. I still haven't gotten a shiny. I got a shiny traded to me. All right. Hey, Philip. Thanks for jumping in. So I am doing this raid, spam out some invites. Let's see if anybody wants to do it. So if you want to get me to add you, I need you to post your in-game name and how many, and if you have got, not how many raid passes. Big fish, yes, I need a big fish. I got the big yellow fish traded to me so far. That's the only way I've gotten the shiny. I want this big fish. Some invisible person's in here. Not what I wanted to do. Let's get Little Tyke in. I forget. Little Tyke, there we go. I probably don't have Little Tyke on the board. Let's spam out some more invites. By this, I need to reduce the time of this one here. Let's remove that post because it fills up the area. Save a few seconds. Jelly Bean came in and a mystery third person. Driving me crazy. Yeah, I do love the colors of that one. That's a nice one. That's so I think I've mentioned before, my goal is to get a living lucky shiny dex. Obviously I can't get everything shiny, there's ones you can't, but living lucky shiny dex is my goal, and so that's why I'm doing that. Hopefully don't make it to Little Tyke. I don't know if I'll make it in here. I don't know how much help will do. One time during Gigantamax Garbodor, it was at the end of the day, and I was like, let's have some challenge here. So I had everybody there. Dondoza is not a legendary. Crimson sniped in. That was the invisible one. Hey, Crimson, thanks for sniping in. And Jelly Bean. Nice. So at the end of the Gigantamax Garbodor today, freaking no shiny. I decided to have everyone use their lowest CP Pokemon or Wooloos, whatever Wooloos you had, or lowest CP Pokemon. And if you remember, those Gigantamaxes had over 100 people in them, and so we had a good time. We did 100 of them in there, and we took it down. I can imagine we got probably 3/4 of the lobby with the one CP Pokemon, a low CP Pokemon. So Slick Pickle, we put Yep. You don't know how to read the rules or listen to me. So, Slick Pickle, we put a cooldown on the catch, so it's every 30 seconds somebody can do a catch. Please read the rules, Beats. There's pinned rules. They explain exactly how you can get added. So please read the rules, and then you could figure that out. So, again, Beats, I'm happy to add people, but you got to follow the rules. And posting the code was definitely not following the rules. They're pinned rules for a reason. We don't just randomly do stuff to annoy people. All right, so I do have raids that I'm adding people for. I'm going to go over and do, if anyone wants to do the Genesec, I will. I don't want to do it by myself. I've got enough Genesecs. Remote in my belly is not going to get my help now. But if anybody here wants to do a Genesec, we got 9 minutes till this one starts. I'm going to put an RSVP in for that. I can send people that one. So, Slick Pickle, you want to do Genesec? Sounds good. Do you care which Genesec it is? I'll do either one, but if you sometimes you're like, I only want to get the chill or I only want to get the burn. I think it's chill and burn right now are the two, if I remember correctly, that are out. The way you can tell, a lot of people don't know this, but the way you can tell, if you go to your Genesec and you look at the back, so you can see how that's red. So that's one kind, and that's the other kind. So if you look at the back of them, the drives, that's how you can tell. Either is fine. Sounds good. All right. I recommend mega-ing something. If you have a mega of a similar type, it gives you extra candy. If you have a higher level mega. You want to do Genesec. My in-game name is... All right, cool. So Kristen or some mod, please trigger my code, !TC. And then they're going to post my in-game code, Philip. And what I want you to do is I want you to add me. I'm going to take... We got tons of time on this raid, so I'll give you a few minutes to add me. And it helps if I don't go the wrong way, which I am. Yep, I got to turn around here. End of the road. So go ahead and add me, and then I will accept your friend request now that I know that who you are. If other people who have not posted their name, in-game name, they are not going to. I'm not going to accept their friend request. So that's why I like to know who wants to add me. That way I know who to accept. What is this? Nothing good. All right, Philip, your in-game name is SINXFill. I do recommend you go through and you heal as much as you can. I don't know if you have enough to heal everything, but just as long as everything's healed up, you'll be good. But here, I'll show you my team. So I do have a Genesec team. So this is the Genesec team that I use, so you can see who it's strong against. Hey, Cookie. You're back and out of the hospital. Awesome. I'm very happy to hear that. That's awesome. And Cookie, I took your recommendation and I added in a bunch more Pokemon to catch. So you randomly you can catch a Hundo. I'm sorry, you can catch a Gigantamax. You can also randomly catch all of the different forms of Paldean and the Hisuian and stuff like that. So I took your suggestion and I added all of those in there. It's still random, but I added them all in there. All right. So it's fine that you only have 2 of those, Cookie. That's fine. So you had a great suggestion. I'm very happy you're out of the hospital. And that, by the way, that's the same catch command that works in other people's channels. So Philip, I'm going to give you about another minute to add me. Oh, wait, you did? All right, cool. Thank you very much. All right, so Philip, I will add you and start this raid. Blacephalon, yeah. So whatever it automatically picks for you, Slick Pickle, that's fine. All right. If anybody else besides Philip and Slick Pickle needs to be invited to this raid, let me know. And if you're already 2 hearts with my account, you'll be fine. See if you can see my game. So if you search for that's my game name. I did not add Shadow or Dynamax yet. That's something there, but I do remember that suggestion there. Yes, thank you, Wolf. That was a fantastic idea. I'm very happy I did that. And so you can now catch pretty much I think there's 1,138 different Pokemon you can catch. All right, thank you very much, Wolf. I appreciate it. messed up last night and caught something there. You didn't catch a Primarina. So Cookie, because there's so many people in here, we had to we had to make it so it can only be once every 30 seconds. So unfortunately, it's not a lot. But go ahead and every once in a while you try it. Dark, if you could confirm you said it's at 30 seconds. So unfortunately, it wasn't a shiny catch, Raj. I was tired, and I did an excellent throw by accident on what's the one that's right now the dragon that's in stuff. Hang on a second, I can check this way. Recent. It was oh, it was a Drampa. Yep, so it was a Drampa that I did that on. So I'm glad you're back. Unfortunately, I was very tired that day. Let's spam out some invites. I do see that you are in Slick Pickle, and I assume the invisible person is the other one there. It's not that I didn't want an excellent. Still rocking the Ninja outfit. Yeah, this is my year-round outfit. Holidays, I spent some money on those, but other than that, not so much. All right, Dan Lama, D-Man Lama. This is a guy that I work with. He was the first person to notice that I got to level 75 for my job. We actually have a pretty good amount of people in my job that do this. Yep, thanks for joining in, Phil. You're level 39, very good. What I recommend doing to raise your level, just catch, and just keep catching. What you're doing right now is an awesome way to do it. You don't have to snipe in Flare. It's up to you. Appreciate it if you're in here. You can jump out. I mean, I can actually solo this, but all these other people help out, so it does help. So Cookie, I wanted to do my level 80 catch on a shiny. I was trying to do that. I was actually took 2 days. I twice missed a shiny excellent catch. So 2 times I got a shiny Pokemon, and 2 times I missed the excellent catch. So that was a little disappointing on my part. But at the end of the day, it's not disappointing. I made it to level 80. It was a lot of work to get there. And so I was very happy to do it. So I'm saving that Pokemon, and after this raid, I'll show you the Pokemon. So recently, about 3 months ago, they raised the Pokemon, the level that your player can get to from 50 to 80. And I had saved my level 50 Pokemon a long time. So, oh yeah, you were in there, Wolf, twice. Twice I decided to just not do it. Heal Spirit, thanks for popping in. I do see you posted something in Discord. Unfortunately, I'm kind of going in there right now. Now you have a story about that Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy. You know what? At the end of the day, you know what? Drampa I like a lot. And so it's not a Pokemon that, if it was some Pokemon I didn't like, I'd be a little disappointed. So it's still a Pokemon that I like. So that's fine. Cynics Phil. So Phil, you got for this Traveler. And look, Slick Pickle, you did the final strike. Thanks for helping out Flare also. Appreciate it. And yeah. So I always say that I didn't make a mistake. I did something to learn from it. So there's no such thing as doing something wrong. There's just, unless you don't learn from stuff. So that's what I'm doing there. Is I made a mistake and I learning from it. The other side of it is that I was so anxious about making excellent throws, because I like to do most excellent throws, that it's made me so much more relaxed now in doing stuff. So I decided to make use of it in a good way. So one thing for everybody to know is that, and Dark, by the way, if you see Dark Mosh pop in here, then he's the other founder. So Dark Mosh and I both have created this channel together, Pogo Tips. And so if you see him in the chat here, he's not just a mod, he's my partner in crime, as I like to call it. So he does some videos and stuff like that, and creates a lot of the videos that you see on our channel he created. So he is working on creating a video talking all about catching Pokemon and giving all sorts of Pogo tips and things like that, and how to best catch them and stuff like that. But I'll give everybody one tip. One tip when you're catching Pokemon, especially legendaries like this or mythicals, these type of Pokemon, it doesn't get easier to catch until you have 6 Pokeballs left. Did I lose the stream? No, just blacked out for 1 second. Yes, I do, Wolf. I'll show you that in just a moment. So what happens is that when you have 7 Pokeballs or more left, it's all the same amount of luck chance of catching it. It's kind of just luck at that point. When you start getting less Pokeballs left, thanks, Wolf. When you have 6 Pokeballs left, you have a 5% higher chance of catching it, and every less Pokeball you have left, you get a higher and higher chance. So the highest chance you have of catching it is on your last Pokeball. So a lot of people are like, oh, I caught on my last one. Well, that's because you had a 40% higher chance of catching it than balls 7 and 8 and 9 and so on. So after you get to 6 balls left, it makes it a lot easier to do it. So I don't keep, I've got enough candy for those there. So here, let's see. I think I do have a Hundo Genesect. Jenny, and I think I do. I could be wrong, and my keyboard has been jumping all the time. I don't understand what's going on with that. 4-star. No, I don't. So how many have I caught overall? So only 72. Wait, hang on a second. Do they not have the Hundo Dex for these? They don't have the Hundo Dex for these. That's why I thought that I did, because I remember that I'd seen just the ones that don't have shiny. So I don't have a shiny Drill and a shiny Douse. Nope, I haven't done the next one yet. Slick Pickle. And Philip, I think whether or not you want to be invited, unless you tell me don't invite you, I'm going to invite you also. So, nope, not a problem. All right. So, where's the next one here? Hang on a second. Let's see, where's this one? Behind me. And this one is in front of me. There. And I'm also going to go do the boat anchor in a little bit, but I'll do the Genesect first. So make sure, Slick Pickle and Philip, if you can, while we're driving over, heal up your teams and get yourself ready. I do have a boat anchor coming up in a few minutes. I'm just going to do a quick shiny check on these right here. Usually I'm catching these, just not right this moment. So if there's anybody here who's watching, first thing, I'd love everybody could give me a nice double tap and like the video. I see we've got 13 likes and about 10 people watching at this moment. So if anybody here wants to gives a like, I'd certainly appreciate it. Which way is it? I thought it was out over here. And there's a lot to do in this area. Which one was it? Thanks, Wolf. Yeah, I know it's late for you. I'm going to go over there. Let's not get in a car accident. Thanks for stopping in, Wolf. Appreciate it. Any time you spend is very nice. I think it's over in this direction. I see 2 over there. I got to drive down here and make a left. Can't watch the chat right now while I'm driving this fast. Ooh, shiny Meowth. Nice. I like this Meowth. This is the best shiny Meowth out of all of them. Yeah, I appreciate it, Slick Pickle. Almost 20 likes. Got up to 17, and well, you know, I ask and people do it, and it's really nice when people give those likes. Really appreciate that. Shiny Meowth. Love getting shinies on the stream. And I've got a few of these already, but always can't hurt to get more. I think this is one of the best shinies, best looking shinies. And even the evolved version is still pretty good shiny. And so if everybody notices, all I do is just keep tapping on different Pokemon, keep trying to get them. And try not to get in a car accident also as part of it. Be shiny. Nope. Get out of here. Hang on. I'm going to fast catch this. Hopefully I caught it because I want to find out where this Genesect is. Yep, right up ahead. Okay. Yeah, it looks good at night. I do agree. That is a good looking one. I would like another pink one, please. Thank you very much. Nope, not here. A little further ahead. There we go. We got two of them over there. Nice. I'm going to go in the out. Should do this, but I'm going to go this way. I need to go around. There we go. Okay, I'm happy to add people. If anybody here wants to get added in, what I need to know from you is your in-game. See, wrong color. You're supposed to be shiny, and you're the wrong kind altogether. What's wrong with you? Still, you get me extra dust. Oh, I don't think this one does, actually. What's my favorite shiny? Oh, I like the black shinies. The dark ones. What's my favorite shiny? What should I spend Pokecoins on? So I know we talked about it that if you're going to do those raids this weekend, that's one to spend coins on. We'll talk about that in just a moment, though. Wait. What's this? Oh no, I thought that was a G-bird for a second. No. Obviously, Nick, it can't be shiny. You're not a G-bird. All right, so I want to see in-game names of anyone here who wants to do this. Pickle, I've already got you, and also Philip, I'm going to add you. So if there's anybody else who's already on my friends list who wants to get in this, let me know. You can be Teeny. Yeah, it's not a G-spot. This is a Genesect. I'm going to be doing this Genesect, so anybody here who wants to do it, let me know. I'm also going to do the Drampa, so if you're already, those two people I know about doing it. All right, so I'm going to start this up. I'm going to invite you up. Come on, let's start it up. Not the Wingull. Get out of here. I got you, Slick Pickle. No, Cookie, I would save your coins up to do this, for this weekend. The Kyurem is one of the strongest Pokemons, and so if I had concern about anything like that, I would definitely do that. So Philip and Slick Pickle, I've invited you, so please join in. If there's other people who are watching, I see there's a lot of people that are in here watching. If you guys want to join in my raids, I've got a few more. I've got about an hour left of raids. And I'll be happy to invite you guys there. What I need to know is come into the chat, give me your in-game name, and that you have remote raid passes. So the rules are pinned. Cookie, you didn't catch it. Oh man, I don't even know how to say that one. Arczotl? Never even heard of that one. It's not in Pokemon Go. I have never played any other games besides this game. All right, since you guys want to go for it, yep, take your time, Cookie. We're just going to go for it, guys. We'll definitely be able to finish this one up. Just might take a little bit longer. Not a problem. Let's see if I missed any chat while we're taking care of this. Yeah, it looks good at night. You said that. You've got 2,455 coins. When you come back, Cookie, I'll make some suggestions there. I wish there was a better way to be able to see the chat. So I don't know if you guys see on the bottom of my screen, it says overheat, and underneath it says super effective. So you always want to make sure you're tapping those, the ones that say super effective. Hey, let's see, Karangari. Hi, Karangari. How are you? I assume you want to do some raids. Hey, you're back, Cookie. I'll talk to you in 1 second there. So, Karangari, if you want to do some raids, please let me know. Is that your in-game name that you just posted in there? I want to know your in-game name and that your remote raid passes. So if that's what you want to do some raids, let me know what your in-game name is. You don't have to come in and do raids, but if you want to do some raids, I need to know your in-game name and that your remote raid passes. If everybody here who's watching could do me a huge favor and give it a double tap on the screen or tap the thumbs up button. Yeah, the catch command's got a 30-second timeout. So cooldown is called. So Cookie, you said you have 2,400 coins, 2,455 coins. I just saw that. I scrolled back while you were away. After this, I'm going to go look in the box and look in the store and make some suggestions. Yeah, it was getting a little bit too much with trying to read all the chat with all the catches on there. So, Karangaria. If you want to get on my friends list, let me know that you want to do some raids. I'm adding people for raids, or if you got another reason for me to add you, I don't just add people randomly. Thank you, Cookie. I would like another shiny of this. 48%, man. Nice, Slick Pickle. You did a lot of walking yesterday, huh? I didn't do as much. You did a lot yesterday. Nice. And Philip made it on this final screen. By the way, if everybody doesn't know that, there's a medal to make that final screen there. 1861, not a very good one. If somebody does exclamation point hundo, I'd appreciate that, because then I can know if this is a hundo. So it's exclamation point hundo. You post them. Wow, that was a critical catch. So when the ball makes a little animation like you just saw right there, that's called a critical catch. Yeah, the Shiny Luck command is random, by the way. It could be from 0 to 100. So it's kind of a joke that everyone does, that type of thing. Yep, not a good one. It's going to go in the meat grinder. Goodbye. All right, we got 8 minutes left on that Genesect. I think we got enough time to do this here. Let's do some shiny check-in. You got a 15, 14, 15. You got a 98, Philip? Man, that's really good. I don't even think I have one of those. Hang on a second. Now I got to check. Man, that is really good. So, and was it HP? 4 HP I need to do. 4 HP. So those are my best ones. Any of these there? Nope. 4 attack I should have done. Let's do 4 attack. So I don't think I have any good. I don't think I have a 98 there, man. You did awesome, Philip. This is a 93. There's a 96. There's another 93. Philip, you got a better one than I've ever gotten. That is awesome. Congratulations. Very happy for you. Very good. All right. There's anybody here? I've not gotten the shiny Cresselia from this round, but you know I have one. That's a 98. I still have not gotten a shiny Delmize either. All right. I'm going to go through this one, and then I'm going to head out. Yes, Aiden, I do have a Palkia. You don't have a... Crimson doesn't have one. Shiny Delmize anyway, either. Yes, I do have Palkia. I've got lots of them. I've got both forms of them. And I do use their Adventure Effect very often. So is Palkia one of your favorite Pokemon? Is that why you are? What rank are you in the new thing? I think, Sick Pickle, if you're talking about PvP, if you are, I'm rank 20. That's the highest you can get for this season. No shiny Delmize or Drampas either. Yep. Yeah. Palkia is an awesome Pokemon. I've got shinies of it. I've got a bunch. So I'll show you them after this. I've got some with backgrounds. I've got a whole bunch of them. Give me a moment while I finish this up. I'm going to do the Genesect raid right after this. So if you got one for the Go Pass. Nice. Hey, Aiden. So I do add people for a reason. Usually it's for raids, unless you have another reason. I don't just add people to add people, but I'm happy to add if you want to. If you got some remote raid passes and you want to do some raids, let me know, and I'll be happy to add you for that. So thank you for asking very nicely. I really appreciate that. Most people don't come in and ask nicely. So thank you so much. I'll show you how to do the adventure effects in a moment. The adventure effects, you have to have the right Pokemon. So for Origin Dialga and Origin Palkia, I have to have the move on that. Yep, Heal Spirit. I don't know if you're still in here, but so Aiden, you want to add me for raids? You don't have so what I want, if you want to add me to do a raid, what I need to know is what your in-game name is and that you have remote raid pass. I'm about to do a Palkia. If you want to, I'm about to do a Genesect. You're getting me all confused. I'll be happy to add you for that. So just let me know if that's what you're looking to do, or if there's another kind of raid you're looking to do. I have a little bit less than an hour left of raids. So, yep. So how do you get the origin forms? Very good. So that's during certain events. It's not all the time. All right, Cookie, hang on a second right after this raid as I'm going to the next raid. I'll show you. We don't have much time in the next raid. But probably what I'd recommend the most about buying would be stuff with that Slick Pickle. This past summer, they had that Dynamax, Eternus, and I spent a lot of money on Eternus. I don't know if anyone noticed, the name of my Eternus is $250 Loser. I spent a lot of money on it, and it's not a very good one. Like stats-wise, it's a 10, 10, 13, and 10, 10 is lower than that. So Aiden, I'd be happy to post my code if I know what your in-game name is. I purposely don't do that. All right. Well, thanks for stopping in, Philip. Have a good night. I really appreciate you helping out. And if you want to stop in at any time in the future, I'd love to have you come back in. And by the way, Aiden, I just added Philip a few minutes ago, and he's already done 2 raids, or they've already done 2 raids with me. I assume Philip is a him. And I apologize if I misgender anybody. I don't mean to do that. So, Cookie, you're asking about what to buy. Hang on a second. Let me make sure I'm going the correct direction for the raid. Where are you at? There you at. There you at. I got to go around down here and make a left. Oh, I can just go in the back of the parking lot. I forgot about that. Let me do that. Let's go in the back of the parking lot. Hang on a second here, folks. Is that here? Hang on. I just want to see. Can I get to it? I think so. I don't know if I can get through that path. You got a shiny Dialga. You got that from the past this past month. I'll show you the shinies I was talking about a moment ago. Nope, I can't go that way. That is not the way I can go. There's a walking path over there. I was hoping I could get through that way, but I can't. It's a walking path. What's this field research? Catch 10. I wanted the raid ones. Ashton, what are you doing in here? Oh, you got it from my catch command. Yes, that's pretty cool. What do you need for that? Yeah. So once you have the Pokemon with an adventure effect, it takes Stardust and Candy. That's all it takes. So it's the Stardust and Candy is what you need. So once you have the Pokemon with the adventure effects, as long as you've got Stardust and Candy for it, you should be good to go. All right. I want to get over this raid before it expires. Anybody here wants to do this raid, please let me know. I'm going to add you. I cannot add people for this Genesect, but I can add people. I can add people that are already on my list. I'd be happy to invite. I do have more coming up. So I'll show you. I can't start Adventure Effect right now because I do have one going. But if you go over to Kyurem, and it's got to be one of those fused Kyurems, so you'll see right here. So that's one that I have fused. And if you go down here to the bottom here, you can see that one right there, that's Iceburn. If I tap on that, then it would use up stuff, and I'd be able to do it. So I'm going to invite Pickle. If there's anybody else who's already on my friends list who wants to get invited to this raid, let me know, because I don't have a lot of time. I got to start it right away. Wow, I'm very, very bad. I need to get these going. Why am I wasting incubators? Are you shiny? Nope. Okay. So I got 50 seconds left. If there's a Pickle, I assume Pickle, you want to do this one. Let's see. I don't think, Pickle, I'm going to invite you. We don't have a lot of time. Again, we can do this together, but it's going to take a long time to do it, but we definitely will be able to do it. Let me see if I can get any other friends to come in and help me. Let's see if I can invite anybody quickly. If you don't make it in, Pickle, that's fine. There's more coming up. Yes, if I waste my incubators, Raj will appear. All right, go ahead and let me just get the right team in, make sure that I've healed up fully for this team. Come on, get over here. Let's do that. Let's do that, and we are going to go for it. We're going to take a while, but it's fine. Yes, Kiram and Reshiram have to know. Well, Kiram has to know a special move called Glaciate. It doesn't matter what Reshiram has. Reshiram and Heatran, not Heatran, Reshiram and Zekrom, they could be really bad ones also. They don't have to be very good because the stats doesn't mean anything like that. Bro, send me a gift. I did not add you into the game, Karagari, because you never told me your in-game name that I saw. You might have done it while I was driving around, but yep. Hey, AB, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. If everyone here could just do me a favor and just give a double tap. So Fusion Bolt and Fusion Flare doesn't matter. Again, those Pokemon, you don't get anything from them. So, hey, Peyton. Thanks for jumping in. I saw you in a couple of Pogo streamers. Yep. I appreciate that, Peyton. And by the way, I'm not a no promo kind of person. So if you want to talk about other streamers, that's fine. Raj Gotcha is a good friend of mine. He's about to start streaming. Sage is another one who's a good friend of mine. He just popped in. I appreciate that, Sage. Happy Born Day +1. I hope you have a good night at work. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not a big on rules, except for rules that make it a little bit chaotic. So thank you very much, Sage, for popping in. Got 15 people watching. I'm sure some of you guys haven't given us a double tap and liked it. And again, I'm happy to add in people into help out with the raids. I have about 30 minutes left on raids tonight. And so if anyone here wants to jump in, very much. And I don't know if Cookie I met for the first time yesterday, and they're out of the hospital now. So they said they were in the hospital yesterday and feeling better. So Sage is, by the way, if anyone likes PvP, make sure you go over to Sage's channel. He is the master of PvP, and he's got amazing chill streams. They're a later time if you. So I'm on New York City time. His streams start my time after midnight, and I posted his link. I posted some information to his channel, and so definitely check him out. If you can just search for He Likes to Go on YouTube, and you'll find his stream. It's all one word. He Likes to Go. You'll probably find me hanging out there after hours. I always hang out there. Raj is another streamer that's awesome. He's starting up his stream in about 15 minutes. He's doing PvP also. And so if you search for Raj Gotcha, YT, or actually no, not that, Raj Gotcha, if you just search for that, all one word, you'll find his channel also. I hope you got a good one there, Pickle. Yeah, we're all a big happy family here. Raj actually lives about 20 minutes from me. He and I do a lot of things together. You'll find me hanging around with him often. Sometimes he'll be streaming, I'll be walking around with him. I've just started getting into the streaming thing pretty recently. Yep. Sub to Sage, and he can use some help. And Peyton Raj is another good one. So Raj does PvP. I will tell you, you're not going to learn as much from Raj, or you might learn what not to do from Raj. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But Raj is trying really hard, and that's what matters. And he is learning from his mistakes. He's definitely getting better. So don't let him fool you. He thinks he's not very good. He's definitely getting better. So all about having fun. Yeah, yours was trash also. All right, thank you, Sage. Good luck tonight. Hopefully you get good. Make some Boku bucks. All right, let's see what I can still do around here. I got that one there, but hang on a second, guys. Thank you, Cookie. Really appreciate that comment. I'm going off chat for 1 minute so I can try to find some more raids in the area to go do. There's one right here, but I want to get some more boat anchors in. I've done that one there. Let's see, where's this one? This one, it looks like I gotta drive. I gotta get out of the car. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm gonna head up this way. There's a boat anchor up there I can do. We got 30 minutes left. All right. And Delmise is what I call for a boat anchor. All right. Okay, I'm back in the chat. Roger's a professional noob, 100%. Thank you, Cookie. So a lot of people tell me that before I started streaming, that's kind of what I do anyway. If you ask any of my friends, Raj included, I always would just give out information, and people all over the place were like, "Why don't you start a channel up about it?" And at first, I was a little bit nervous about actually streaming live, and so we made some videos at first and stuff like that. But then I decided to go for it a few weeks ago, and right before Christmas, I started streaming. All right, I'm gonna head up to the boat anchor. It's 7 minutes till the next boat anchor. So I start heading there. I will do the best that I can, pay attention to chat. Yep, Raj is I just saw the announcement come up that he's going live. And if anybody wants to jump out, I don't get any insult if people go into his channel. It's not a problem. I'm not, wouldn't be upset at all. See, I'm announcing that he's starting streaming. If I really had a problem, would I do that? No. So, thanks, Slick Pickle. I guess you're done for the night. I appreciate you jumping in. Slick Pickle, one last thing. I will send gifts out every day, but I opened up all my gifts from best friends to try to get lucky friends. So you'll get a gift from me every day. I request that you open them up. That's the biggest problem, is that I get more gifts to open than I have ability to open. You're only allowed to open up 40 gifts per day. All right, you can stay there, Kia car. Thanks, Slick Pickle. Nope. I appreciate that, Slick Pickle. It's not a shiny. Nope. All right, so Cookie, I'm going to show you something here. So when you get some raid boxes in here, it's not very difficult math, but most of these boxes are not worth a lot. So if you look at the price of the box and you divide that by the raid passes, so this box here it's 5,000 coins and it's 60 raid passes. So if you bring up a calculator, so you take 5,000 coins and you divide it by 60. That shows you how much per raid pass that is. And then if you go into how much you were to buy a raid pass, if you buy these, and so if you take 250 and divide it by 3, you'll see that that's going to be about the same price. So it doesn't make sense to to spend that many coins, which you don't even have, to get the same value. So that box is not, in my opinion, I wouldn't buy that box. I would just keep buying them 3 at a time. So it's a very simple math way to figure out is it worth buying a box or not. Thank you, Kristen, for popping in any period of time. Kristen is a big supporter of all these channels around here. You're gonna go watch the show with the husband, and I think you're not gonna catch any of your least favorite Pokemon. Thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hey, Timmy. You're back. So appreciate no all caps. I know you're excited. It's fine. I've let it go this time, but we try to limit the use of caps because that's yelling. I apologize again if I missed anybody's chats in here. I'm doing some driving right now. I got 4 minutes till I get to the boat anchor, and then I will be. Then I'll let people snipe in, or I can invite people. So if anybody here wants to get it, that's already on my friends list, who wants to get invited in, that's fine. I'm hopefully going to stay in a good service area. It looks like it may die out, so I'll do my best to keep it alive. If the stream completely dies, I'm not going to be restarting it tonight, guys. Just letting you know. But I think I'm staying in a good service area. Yep, flare, no problem. Did I miss anything important? Rookie, you can't be shiny yet. Get out of here. I don't like you. I do like Shuckle. Shuckle is, if you guys ever want to read about a discussing Pokemon, it's a Shuckle. Oh, I know where I'm at. This is a good area right here. I've got good quality signal right here. I want to do that, but not right now. Let's see. What could be shiny? I'm looking for the shiny boosted Pokemon. I need to get you shiny. I got one so far. I need to get another one. Not in this event. I'd love for you to be shiny. Hey, Jorge. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good night, a good day, good whatever time it is. Oh, Shuckle's cute. I like Shuckle. The problem with Shuckle is that if you read about it, it is fermented fruit or fermented stuff. It is quite gross what it is. All right, Jan, are you capped for the night? I've got a boat anchor coming up over here in a moment. I've got about another 2 minutes to drive into the boat anchor. You got 8 shinies from this event. Man, you must be working hard. You can snipe it, sir. Galaxy Gaming is a personal friend of mine. You'll hear me call him Jan. That's his actual name. He knows how to snipe in. It's not a problem. I have about 5 minutes until it's 9 o'clock, so any raids that are out right now are going to be it for the day. So nothing new. Ooh, I know where I'm going. By the library. Let me dump some of these researches. The reason why I'm dumping these researches is because there might be some winter raid researches around here, because I got 3 stops right over here, and I'm going to that one right there. Let's see, can I drop something in this gym? No, you're full. Get out of here, gym. Okay, I've got a library coming up over here. Be not shiny, because I don't like you. Sorry guys, I can't look at the chat. I'm almost able to do that. I'm pulling over here. Oh, and that's the auto spinning is turned off. I was wondering about that. Get out of here. I want to spin. Let's check all these before the raid. Get out of here, Sierra. Let's do 3 spins and then I'll check. That's a problem. Ooh, a dinosaur. I don't want to do that many. No one behind me? That's good. Okay, a dinosaur. Nope, not shiny. I like that. Somebody asked what's one of my favorite shinies. My favorite shiny, I can't tell you, but I can tell you that's one of my favorite shinies. There's the boat anchor right behind here. I don't think any of these are going to be what I want. I think I checked these last night. Yep, nothing. Loads of garbage. All right, I'm about to go into this boat anchor here. Then I'll be able to catch up in the chat. Jimmy caught a Miraidon. Wow, nice, Timmy. So there's a 30-second cooldown on the catch command, people. So if you guys are trying to catch too much, I apologize. It was getting to be only catch commands when I first started up in the stream. It was very hard to keep up with the chat. Cookie, have I opened up your gift? Well, I think I told you yesterday that I only do stuff when I interact with people. I'll take a look at it after this. If there's anybody who's not 2 hearts with my account that wants to get in this raid, feel free to let me know. I'm going to spam this out and let people hop in. There's a limit of 10 remote people in there. All right, I'm going to go back to the chat now a little bit, see if I can catch up. Said hello to Jorge. Jan just sniped in. second. Anybody else who wants to snipe in, let me know. Stacy sniping in. Stacy is another friend of mine. She's got lots of catches, 481,000 catches. Her husband just passed 1 billion XP. You were able to get 8 shinies. I saw that one. You got a shiny Rhyhorn in the hot. Shiny Rhyhorn? That is crazy, Cookie. I had to trade for one. I still have not caught one. I had to trade for one. That was pretty insane that you got a shiny Rhyhorn. And that's a nice shiny. That's a brown one. It's like a chocolate colored. That's crazy. Which Pokemon, in your opinion, should be added next? Ooh, let me come back to that. Let me capture the chat. I'll do that and I'll check that in a moment. Yeah, you like that one so much. All right. So what Pokemon should be added next? Well, I like some of the like if you look at the Pokédex and you look at the way that we have it in Pokemon Go. There's some that are missing. It's Manphion and a few others in that same area are missing from there. I'd really like to get those done. So all right, let's see if everyone ready's up. We're good to go. And let's get this done up. Jan, I like that outfit, Jan. It's a nice outfit. I like how you mix things up there. Pretty nice. The thing is, my dad is new to Pokemon Go, so I'm seriously thinking about giving it to him. I only have one. So, Cookie, I recommend, so what I personally do is I give away shinies that I already have duplicates of. If you have just one of them, I like to save it and then maybe trade it with somebody that you get lucky with. I think it's very nice of you for you to give it away, but if you also you probably need to wait till you and your dad are best friends in the game, because when you're new friends, it costs a lot of Stardust to trade Pokemon. So I highly recommend you wait until you get to the end there, and wait till you get to best friends with your father. Yeah, this is a crazy team. We had 3 level 80 players in here, so and Crimson is pretty high level also. I don't think you're level 80, Crimson, but Jan, myself, and Stacy were all there. So I'm glad you didn't. And why can't you shine? What's wrong with you? You have one job and you're failing at it miserably. Give me a shiny. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be using any of my remote raid passes after midnight because tomorrow starts the remoting tomorrow night for this. And I got to cool off the phone here. Starts the remoting tomorrow night. So I will be doing remote raids tomorrow around the same time. I'll be doing a lot of remote raids for the for Kiram. So if anybody wants to join up, wants to get some invites, we need to get you on my friends list. Yeah, you need a shiny. Crimson, you got 8 shinies today, I think you said. Get out of here. Maybe not this one, but anything else. Uptime command. Yeah, 1 shiny to be a red boat anchor. You are correct. And you need to be chocolatey flavored. All right, let's get out of here. Let's see, what other raids in this area? Oh, Jan, thank you very much. If there's anybody who wants an invite to that one, I will be happy to do it. Also, I've got a Genesect and a Cresselia, so if there's anybody here who wants to be brought to that. The Kiram raids are on the 10th locally, but if you look at the different time zones, then it depends upon the time of day. Hang on one second. Let me shield up, and I will show what I mean. So I'm going to block the screen for a second. I'm going to bring up the time zones. So that way I don't accidentally show something I'm not supposed to. There we go. I got the world clock open. So I'm going to now go off the shield. And here you go. So if you take a look here, you'll see that, so right now I'm in New York and it's 9:02 for me. But meanwhile, if you look at the second from the bottom one, that's called Kiramati. I'm probably mispronouncing it. But that one here is at, it's already tomorrow. And it's, so that means it's 4 p.m. on Friday for them, because it's 9 p.m. Thursday for me. So at 2 p.m. on Saturday and Kiramati will be the first raids around the world, first raids in the world for that. So 2 p.m. is about, so that's going to be in 22 hours from now. Their raids start on Saturday. So that's why so at 7 p.m. New York time, I'll be able to do those raids. So that's what I mean by that. All right, let's go back to the game. So that's what that means. So that's why starting tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'll be able to do those raids. Do these conflict with each other? No, I can accept that also. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's do this. Anybody here want to get invited to either of these boat anchors? Let me know. I'm going to pull over here for a moment. And catch up with the chat. Yep, Jan, I got those. Thank you very much. Appreciate that very much. Jan sent those over to me. Oh wait, somebody's started up one now. Anybody here wants to jump into this one? They can snipe in, or I can invite people who are already on my friends list. Let me know. So Cookie, I hope that answered your question. Ashton, what's that face about there, Ashton? I know Ashton for a long time now. He's a friend of mine. I don't know if there is an uptime command for Nightbot. I'll check and see if there is. All right. Anybody else I can spam this out to? So if I'm in Colorado, what time do the remote raids start? So they will start at 5 p.m. your time. I think you said Colorado is 2 hours. Right now it's probably a little after 7 o'clock by you, Cookie. So at 5 p.m. those will start. And I will probably start around that time doing these. It is very, it's difficult's the wrong word. It's a challenge. It's hard to get a lot of those raids in. So, all right. Too late to invite people in. Let's see. If everyone's ready to but me, I will definitely do that. I think you do get a pose for 80. I might change back my pose to, I do like to have the Pika, the level 77 Pika. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me go check about that. I have not checked there. So 5 p.m. your time they will start, and but anytime you do come by that night, I'll be live streaming that. I probably will also be driving around a little bit. I didn't check the pose. That's a good thing to do. So if there are people who are watching the chat here, watching the stream, if you guys want to get in any raids tomorrow, let me know. Happy to add people in, but you have to be doing remote raids. So if you do the remote raids, I'm happy to add you up. Ashton, are you going to be in Australia tomorrow? Or where do you plan on raiding tomorrow? Ashton does a lot of traveling. All right, how much time here is left? Any other raids? Look at Jan getting the hardest hitter. I'm so proud of you, Jan. You did a great job. Really appreciate your help. Yeah, you're going to be in Australia. Nice. That's what I figured. So that starts, 2 hours after Christmas Island? Kiramati? Let's get another chocolate one here. Dang it. I'm going to catch you just in case. Let's see, we got Cresselia there. What's this? This is a Genesect, I think. Yep. Let's drive around a little bit. Oh, I did that one earlier. That's what I just did. The library. I'm going to go check the map and see if there's anything there. The goal is to cap energy on both. I need all the black and white raids. Yeah, it's going to be capping the energy from local raids is going to be tough. Because you think about it, you're going to get 100 energy average. I should pull into an actual parking spot here. I got people over here. You get about 100 energy average, and so it takes 10 of them to get energy for them. Let's see. I do have another boat anchor there that I can go after. So let's do that. I got enough time, so I have one more boat anchor I can drive over to. I'll be fleeing also, not shining out Hondos and trying to maximize energy. Yeah, and they haven't, we don't know if they're going to do it yet, but if you remember how easy they were to catch last time, they changed the catch challenge back to normal. So it's going to be not this last time that they had the catches. Last time that Karen was out. Right now, unless they change the stats for it, but it looks like it's back to the normal catching hardness out of it. Let's see, 6 minutes. Oop, no, go ahead. Go. Yes, I see you. Somebody flashed their lights at me even though I stopped. All right. Timmy. You're probably too young to understand that reference, but there's probably some people in here that do. All right, let's turn on spinning. Let's clear out some bag space. Sorry guys, I can't look at the chat for 1 second. So every 10 raids, you're gonna get 1,000. So it takes 100 raids to get 10,000. Jan, do you have any energy already? I'm not good at catching. So I'm gonna teach you a trick. So what you do is you hold down the Pokemon and you get the circle the size you want it to be. So in this case, for this one, I'm going to make it a little bit easier on myself. I'm going to get it to that size. And then I'm going to wait for him to try to attack me. So I'm not touching anything on the screen. You'll see that in a second. And eventually, Tentacool is going to go and try to attack me. When he tries to attack me, that's when I throw the ball. So he's not very attack mood today. But that's when you do it. And that way, you're guaranteed to get an excellent throw. Or a good throw. So you just kind of do that. Tiff, thanks for joining up. If you are looking for any, you got a cough, awesome. Yeah, you've got no energy is what you're saying there. So you'll do my best to get RSVPs. Also have a lot of Aussie friends. And I'm sure that a lot of my friends will be able to help also. Sherry Pearl is amazing. They've got a lot of catches. Looks like I'm going to need more coins for tomorrow. So they're in Japan. I've never met them, but I've done some remote raids, and they got lots of stuff. Let's see, are they level 80 yet? Nope, but they're right behind. Look at that, 683,000 catches. It's crazy. Congratulations, Timmy. Tiff, I know you just jumped in. If you want to get added up, I'm not doing very many raids left. For tonight, it's after 9 o'clock my time, so nothing's spawning. But I will add people for raids for tomorrow, and I'm going to be remoting a lot tomorrow. So happy to add people in for that. So, Jan, I'm sure we'll be able to help each other out. Got lots of people who will be doing stuff. I have 5 minutes till another boat anchor, so if anybody here in the chat wants to do them, let me know. Hey, Dark, are you in here? Depop. So the same one you're speaking of. Hang on a second. I got a friend who texted me. I'm going to check it out in a second. So if you notice, Cookie, I'm making the circles nice and small, and then I'm throwing the ball. And sometimes you have to wait, especially for the legendaries, to do that. Hang on a second here, folks. I know you're talking about the scanner. Hang on. Yes. There we go. Not shiny. You don't like me for some reason? Sorry, guys. I can't look at the chat right this second. Lapras, or as Dark calls it, Lapra. Hey, Dark. I'm curious what time you usually last time you caught a Pokemon at. Has it been a while? Dark is one of my partners in crime, so he and I started Pogo Tips together. So he's a good friend of mine, and they started the channel up with me. You got a Scatterbug recently? Has it been like super recent, or has it been a while? I'm curious about that. You're not a shiny. I don't want you. Neither are you. 25 likes, guys. Really appreciate everyone liking it. If anyone else here is watching and hasn't liked the videos here, feel free to give me a double tap, a thumbs up, and really go a long way to helping this channel out. And there's a raid where did I go wrong? I don't need to be subtle. I just need to be knowledgeable. No, I'm just curious when you caught things recently. That's all I'm asking. Walk closer, interact with that gym. Your phone is charging. I gotcha. I gotcha. What's going on here? Where is this? I probably lost that remote read. No, did I? 4 people in it. How many do I have left? I'm not going to do this one now if I don't have many left. 4 more. No, I want to get to this raid over here. Where is it? Where is it? How much further is this raid? Where are you? Oh, I got time. I got 10 minutes. It's fine. I'll do it. Jan, I'll invite you to this one. Hang on. Actually, you might be able to snipe. Oh, you're in here already. Let's spam out some invites. Time zones are complicated, and it's best to check yourself. Got it. So 2 p.m. in New Zealand. So I just checked recently, Dark. So in New Zealand is another story, but in Christmas Tree Island in Kiribati, it's at 2 p.m. their time is 7 p.m. New York City time. Joker. Sorry guys, I can't stare at the chat in a second. We might know people that visit that island. Oh no, can I get to this one? Yeah, I can. I know where to get to this one. It's a gated community, but it's right here. The GPS was bringing me all sorts of weird places, but I got a few minutes left in this one. Javi. Man, these guys are going broke. So it's going to be at Cookie, your time. I think I said it's 7 p.m. here, New York City time. It's 5 p.m. in Colorado time, Cookie. I gotcha. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. Yep. No reason to apologize, Cookie. I'm sure I'm adding a lot to this confusion here. And air conditioning in winter, only for the phone. It is cold. Let's change the air conditioning back to heat. And hopefully the phone stays cool enough. So tomorrow, it's going to tomorrow. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. I highly doubt we're going to get a lot of raids then because over on that place that I showed you called Kiribati, it is a very small place. So I would say more like 7 p.m. your time or 9 p.m. New York City time. It's probably most likely when that's going to be. That's going to have some remote raids. I know you said you're home, Cookie. I hope you can get out and find some raids to do nearby because it's very expensive. So those, you said you've got 2,400 coins. That if you spent those all on raids, on remote raid passes, it's 525 coins, if I remember correctly, for 3 remote passes. So it's not going to be very much. Yeah, the difference right now, what's going on is Dark is right by a computer, and he's able to look up that stuff. I am not, obviously, by a computer. I'm seeing wild Dedenes that I don't really care about. Let's trash some stuff. I need to start trashing Laprases, because I got too many. I'm never going to trade all the ones that I have. I'm never going to trade. Dark's going to yell at me in a second. He's going to tell me I don't trade at all. And I'm going to then cry. No, I'm just kidding. I did some trades today, Dark. I still got more to go, though. Yeah, so Cookie, I'll show you how to do that on the map. Jan, you still need more raids here? I'm going to set this up. I'll show you how to do that in a moment, Cookie. Let's invite Jan, if you're listening in, remote in, snipe in, please. Remote in my belly. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry, I need to do something. You were in New Zealand. That is so awesome. I'm very jealous of you. Never been to New Zealand. I've traveled over other places, but not New Zealand. Oh, I love how that decides to spam it to somebody who's already in chat. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, if somebody's in there. Your grandmother lives here. Well, I'll tell you this. I'm very jealous. If you ever play Pokemon Go down there, there's a Pokemon that's exclusive to there. And it's very hard to get. Look at that. We've got a bunch of people sniping in. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up something here. Kiwi. Kiwi fruit's my favorite fruit. I got a weird story about that kiwi fruit. That's awesome, Cookie. Hey, Dark, can you hear the game sounds at all? They're very, very faint. I'm curious if you hear them at all. Or anybody else here. I'm going to jump off for a second to see if there's any more raids in the area that I can get to before they go out. What's that? It's not a boat anchor. It's a Genesect. 3 minutes to that one. That one's going away too soon. Come on, catch up, map. 3 minutes till that one goes away. 4 minutes, 6 minutes. Oh, there's one I haven't done I can probably get to. Let's see, it's close enough. 6 minutes till it goes away. No, it's 9 minutes to get there. I ain't making that one. All right, I'm back in chat. I'm pretty much done. The sounds are good as it is. All right, perfect. Thank you. So I will show you in a second the Relicanth. Relicanth is a Pokemon you can only get over there, and these aren't shining for me today. What's wrong with them? Man. A New Zealander. I mean, that's a good movie. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. So, oh, Relicanth. So I don't have a shiny one, but if you ever go back there, these are very hard to get. There's a certain event that my friend went to. I didn't go there, that I got these traded to me at. So he went to that event, but they don't have these around anymore. So these are only available there. I went to school there. They called me Colorado. Well, that's where you're from. I'm sure you didn't sound like you were from the area. What's going on here with this one? All right. I'm going to call it an early night because tomorrow I plan on going longer. I don't know how long I'm going to be going for tomorrow. Yep, they are kiwis. So, kiwi is my favorite fruit. And the weird part of the story is when I was dating my now wife, on day one, our first official date, we were at a restaurant and just getting to know each other, and she asked me what my favorite fruit was, and I said guess, and she guessed kiwi. And ever since that day, I knew that she was telepathic, and I could not keep a secret from her. And she's proven that multiple times. You have 5 ungraded ones. They're called kiwis. You have 5 ungraded ones. Untraded ones. You have 5 untraded ones. Are they shiny? Jan, you don't have a shiny one. That's the only thing I care about at this point. Hang on a second, folks. Sorry, I'm driving. It's a little bit hard to see. And we'll watch the chat. This area is a little bit chaotic. Nothing. All right. Hang on one more second. I'm going to be pulling over in just a moment, and I can then read the chat. It's a pretty good time, and I did 2 hours on War of Time. I still got a little left, but not much. All right. Let's catch up on the chat here while I try to catch this. Hey, Alaskan Wolf. Hey, Ty. What's going on? Thanks for popping in. No, I wish I had a very high trade food. They would have been pawned off of my background. Yes, very true. You didn't catch a Follings, man. So it's a 40% chance of not catching it. Thanks, Ty, for popping in. Cookies. I said to you that I was going to show you how to look in your area. So here, let's do this for things to do. I think I showed it to you yesterday, but if you come to the game and you see the little square box, so you see at the top, I'm going to tap right next to it. So right next to my finger where I'm tapping, there's a little square box. And if you tap on that square box, thanks for popping in, Cookie. Have a good day. Just one quick thing is that you then can look for groups in your area over in Campfire, and then zoom out. I'm probably not in the best spot right here, it looks like. How am I not in a good spot? Nope. I'm definitely behind. Let me move a little bit here. Just a little movement will be good. clear it up. All right. I'm actually going to call it a night here, folks. I think we're caught up to the stream, but still a little behind here. Let's see how far behind it is. Okay, well, I'm definitely calling it a night. The stream is lagging a little bit, but I think you guys will be able to hear me now. And hopefully, yeah, I can see we're just about caught up. Sounds good. Seems good. All right, well, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, morning, day, whatever time of year it is. I'm looking forward to a bunch more of these tomorrow and doing some raids and stuff. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And love hanging out with you guys. Jan, thanks for hanging out with your help. Dark, always amazing help, pleasure, help, your help and everything like that. That's great. Any other mods who are in there, Christian, things like that, definitely let me know. I appreciate it. So I hope everybody has a good evening, a good day, and you're welcome, Cookie, and thanks for hanging out, everybody. And this has been Pogo Tips with Just the Tips.